I got some very, very cool buys today. I went to Hobby Lobby looking for some buttons for the PJs I'm making for my little grandsons. And I ended up getting a lot of stuff besides buttons. So this is my little container that I have for my quilting machine. And look, I even had to put duct tape. So I saw this and I really, really liked it, but it had no price on it. Now, I know this was a little expensive because, I mean, I can just tell. So I asked the girl, I said, how much is this? She said $7.99. That's $7.99. So she put a price on it. Then I used my coupon and got 40% off the $7.99. So I'm gonna transfer everything that's in here into this new one. I mean, my stuff doesn't fit in here anymore. And I like this because up here I can put all the sewing machine feet that I have all over the place in this one. See, these are the little feet that I'm going to put in here. So I also got this book. Originally, the price was $19.95. I got it for $4.31. It's a very nice book, How to Draw Fairies. So I'll be able to learn something from it. And got a tape measure, some glue for fabric. I love this stuff. I've used it. If you get a little hole, say in a blouse or some pants, all you have to do is put a dot on it, and that'll stop it from tearing any further. And it's washable. I got these needles. That's for tying quilts. And of course the buttons for the PJs. So I think I made some good deals today. I got really good deals. So this foot is, what is this for? Let's see. It's a narrow foot. Very narrow. That's pretty narrow. I've got clips for when I bind quilts. Instead of using pins, I use clips to hold them. And I've got my big foot for the sewing machine. I don't really need this anymore because my quilting machine has one. And I have all these. Let's see, what are these for? Spring action by level. I'll figure out what these are. They were on sale, so I got them. And I have this open toe foot. You know, like I would use this for zigzagging. A ruffler. An adapter. Oh, there's the picture. Got this on sale. 50% off. Here's my other Bigfoot. I got this. So I have a low shank and a high shank machine. So this is for low shanks. I've got my bobbins. These are clips for when I roll my quilt. When I'm machine quilting it. And I usually roll the edges because it'll get too heavy. And you just clip this on the roll and it'll stay put. Needles. Cap for the thread. There's another foot. A narrow hammer foot. There's 3 different ones in here. I think this is, that might be for piping. I think. More needles. Quilting needles. Those are the ones I use. There's another one. Let's see. This looks like a 1/4 inch foot for 1/4 inch seams. I use that a lot. And the walking foot. Let's see. Oh, free motion quilting foot. That's not what that is. No way. There's another one. That's a general purpose foot. That looks like a narrow, very narrow foot. See how narrow that is? Okay, here's another one. A gathering foot. I love these. It gathers the fabric for you while it's sewing. More. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. A quilting guide. It's a quilting guide. What this does is You screw it onto the machine, that screw, and you use this guide. There's the foot. You use this guide. Oh no, no. You screw this to the machine, and you use this line to sew 1 inch lines. Use this guide to sew 1 inch quilting lines. More needles. More bobbins. More bobbins for my quilting machine. I don't even know what this is for. I don't know. More needles. More needles. More needles. Oops. Thread. Fix that later. More bobbins for the quilting machine. Of course, my seam ripper. Always good to have a screwdriver. I don't know what this is. A thread pick. It's not very sharp. Okay. I don't know what this is. A pencil. Thread. I have a lot of room now. Quilting thread. I usually quilt in white, gray, or beige. Those colors always blend in with every background. Anti-grid ripper fabric. Usually put that on the bottom of the sole of the pajama feet. Reference guide. I printed off the manual for my quilting machine because it didn't come with one. And these little things, you're supposed to put this in the bobbin holder, and it's supposed to prevent from any thread getting caught. So, yeah, and I hate that when it happens, and it will happen. This is what I usually practice on before quilting. More thread. Receipts. What's this? How to sew bias thread. Bias strips. That was planning my Christmas quilt. This souvenir, I got it from Thunderbird University in Arizona when my son graduated. It's just to put a page if you want to hold a page when you're typing or whatever. That's what it is. Okay, I'll probably use this for something else. This is my quilting machine. I've got stuff down there. This is full of magazines. I think it's magazines. This is for my just quilting stuff, sewing stuff. This is my sewing machine. It's not a fancy one, but it does the job. I don't think I need a fancy one. This is my quilting machine, and I love it. That's it right there. I got that off on the internet. There was a bid for it, and I got it for $400. And they usually run over 1,000. So I think I got a really good deal. I love this machine. A duster for the machine. And this machine only does straight stitch because it's mostly just for quilting. These are my glasses. If I can't really see, I put these over my glasses. Glasses on top of glasses. That's crazy. This is my caddy for my stuff. This is for opening buttonholes, and it's super sharp, real sharp. This is where I keep the things that I want to, like books or patterns of quilts that I want to make next. So that's where I put that. And this is the one I want to make next. I love that quilt. And then maybe this one. Maybe. I've got sewing boxes. 2 there. Got stuff up here. See that right there? See those cracks? My husband made those with the van. He likes to get real close to the house, and he actually hit the house, and it made those cracks. He made those cracks with the van, and he hasn't fixed them. This, I just finished putting some books in this box. This is where I keep my fabric. All the way to the top. That's why I need the little stool. This is full of patterns from way back in the 80s or 60s. And That's my mom's sewing box and my sewing box. That's where I keep my stuff, my stencils, my accessories for sewing, a mallet for seams, my rotary cutting blades, more fabric, scissors, a tiny crafting iron, quilting hoop, a border quilting hoop. That's where I have all my some interfacing, stencils, templates. Well, let's see, what's this? I don't know what this is. For my thread, my sewing irons, and the Virgen de Guadalupe. My mom had that in her house, so after she passed away, I brought it over here. These are my quilting, that's my quilting frame. That's part of it. That's the other part. That's an old-fashioned quilting frame that my husband made for me. These things were driving me nuts. They were falling all over the place. So the only thing I figured to do, put a nail on the baseboard. Oh, not the baseboard. And put a belt on it and run the belt through all these tapes. And that worked. I've got, this is just a carrying case for a sewing machine that's empty. I don't have anything in it. Thread, that's full of thread. In here, I have a small Singer machine. I'll show you. I bought this when it's very cute. Look at it. It's small. See? Very small. But it works great. Just like a big machine, and it's heavy. It's a Singer. I think I got this in the early 90s. And I bought it to take to quilting classes. But I stopped going to quilting classes. Because, you know, it didn't take long to realize that they were teaching me things I already knew. So I didn't see the point in paying for something to be taught something that I already knew. So it's nice. Here's the other part. Let's see. I have to clean it. It's dirty. This is the pedal. It's got a little pedal. So I can take that, you know, if I'm going to go spend some time with someone and I want to do some sewing, I can always take that with me. Now There we go. You know, just little things to put in there, for my little sewing machine accessories. Hope you're not getting dizzy with my moving the phone so much. And down here, more fabric. Down here, there fabrics that I really don't want to get dirty. That's why they're in plastic bags. These are some blocks, some sunbonnet Sue blocks that I'm going to make into a little girl quilt. And those are crafting patterns. Let's see. Over here, I had to bring this over here because I'm having company. My son and his family are coming for Christmas. This is all for drawing. This is my drawing stuff that I keep in this little crate. So, and I just brought it in here. That's a box of scraps. I've got flannels down there. And that little thing to absorb the moisture. And down here, those are boxes of scraps. And this pounds for stencils. That's great. Really, really great. And this is a little vacuum, like for computers, sewing machines, keyboards. This is, oh, this is for cutting blades. I need to use that. I don't even know what I have. That's my batting. That stuff is, you know, fabrics that aren't very important. That's why they're up there. Bias tape, ribbon, elastic, silk threads. Silk fabrics. And I try to put everything by color, keep it organized. These are my stencils, my large stencils that I have on that ring. I've got small stencils in there. What is this? Oh, these are soaps. They can smell good in here. Yep. It's a walk-in closet. And this is up there. That's where I have my rulers. That's where I have them. My husband made this for me. It's for thread. It's for quilting thread when I hand quilt. And that magnet, whoa, this magnet holds the needles. And you run the thread through there. And this is another one that he made for me. A friend of mine, I bought this, I can't remember where I bought this. A friend of mine gave me that angel, so I decided to put it up there. Got that little frame and thimbles. I have 2 more mats that are behind this counter. And this area is for ironing when I don't want to get up and go to the big ironing board. I just iron here. I've got a bunch of stuff over here too. A lot of containers. That's where I have my buttons. This is my jewelry stuff. Yes, I make jewelry too. My jewelry stuff. And let's see. Hope this stuff doesn't fall off. This is where I have my quilting books. My hats. My quilting books. And this is a really cheap shelf. And it would definitely sag with all those books. But my husband put a piece of wood right in the middle. And there's no way that's going to sag. I wouldn't have thought about doing that. That's it. Oh no, that's not it. I have this closet. I've got stuff up there. Stuff down there with more fabric. I've got this shelf under the counter with my sewing books, just for regular sewing. No quilting books in there. Well, this one, that one is a quilter's workbook. That's it. Ow! This room used to be a garage. So